What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Hassan Olton here, and welcome to another episode of Speaking of growing pains. I am growing. I am not perfect. I do not have all the answers. All I can do is be myself. All I can do is love myself. And if I can love myself and be myself, then I can love others and give others the courage to be themselves as well. I always thought I had to act a certain way or be a certain way or sound a certain way. And it's difficult. It's difficult to be anything other than myself because I wasn't designed to be anything other than myself. And I realized that there's a lot of things that's different about me, yo. I don't sound the same. I don't act the same. I can't be the same. I can't even be the same, yo. Like, I'm constantly changing. I'm constantly evolving. I'm constantly growing. And there isn't no moment in which I'm going to just have it all together. There's always going to be something going on, but I have to remind myself of everything that's going right. And I can change the things that don't feel good by shifting my perceptions of those things that don't necessarily feel good. The fact that I am me and I can be me, that's my superpower. I'm in a season of just being. I'm in a season of just doing. I'm in a season of just simply living, yo. I just want to live. I just want to live. I don't care to be anything other than myself. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I get upset. I'm sensitive. I have control issues. I want to know everything before it happens. I don't like practicing patience. I have a tendency to be in a hurry. I like to eat so much that I can barely breathe, and I like to take a nap on it. I care so much that I wish I didn't care. But the point is that because I know I'm not perfect, when my imperfections start to creep in, I'm able to catch it. But I have to acknowledge it first. Like, I have to acknowledge the fact that I don't know it all so I can learn. I have to acknowledge the fact that I made a mistake so I can be corrected or correct myself. I have to acknowledge when I'm eating too much so I can practice portion control, yo. I need to know when I'm moving too fast so I can slow down. I need to be aware of the things that's not right, so that way it can introduce me to everything that is right, both inside of me and outside of me. If I was perfect, there wouldn't be any room for growth. So I think that that's the beautiful thing about life, is the fact that life is so imperfect that it can get better and better and better and better, and I can get better and better and better and better. Okay, I'm feeling better right now, you know, because at the beginning of this video, I was like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? Just go, and the answers will come along the way. I am super grateful that I can acknowledge the fact that I don't got all my shit together, but I do have the opportunity to get my shit together. And if you got all your shit together, then share the wisdom. Share it, because I don't know. I don't know, friends. I don't know. So I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and it is what it is. But I can acknowledge my mistakes today. And when I acknowledge my mistakes today, I can actually change. I can actually get better. And people see things in me that I don't see in myself, because I'm constantly challenging myself to be better than I was yesterday. Just 1% better than I was yesterday. Just 1% more patient than I was yesterday. Just 1% more willing than I was yesterday. And yesterday isn't enough for today, because there's more life to live. There's more love to give. There's more lessons to learn. And there's more mistakes to be made, yo. So I cannot try to be perfect, because if I try to be perfect, I am paralyzing myself from learning from my imperfections and growing and developing into the person that God created me to be. And I don't know if I'm him yet, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to learn until I do know. I can't think about it. Thinking about it is going to drive me crazy. And I really honestly can't think about it. I already overthink so much already that I'm striving to not think. So if I don't know, I don't know. And if I don't know, I need to learn. And because I've been able to acknowledge and embrace my imperfections, I've given myself the grace to grow. And because I've given myself the grace to grow, when other people do wrong to me, directly to me, or disrespect me directly, I'm able to be graceful with them and know that that's me too. That's me too. And I'm able to love and embrace them as they are, where they are. And it's like I become a living example of who they could be. Just like others that I wrong was a living example of who I could be. It's trippy. It's really, really trippy. But if you feel like a fuck up, know this. You're not a fuck up. You fucked up. And that's okay. But in you acknowledging that you fucked up, you introduce yourself to the opportunity to be better, to do better, to live better, and to be an example for the next person who's going to do the same exact thing, probably worse than you did before. Imperfection can introduce you to some beautiful things if we embrace it. Wow. I was not expecting all of this beautiful. I didn't expect that because I had no idea what I was going to talk about. I just was like, I'm growing. I'm not perfect. I know that is the topic because I needed that. I personally needed that. So I know somebody else need that because we're all the same. It's dangerous to think that you know it all. It's dangerous to think that you're perfect because you're going to constantly be fighting yourself within and without. Like you're going to be fighting other people who's showing you the areas in yourself that could be better. No one said that you're completely wrong. But this is an area within yourself in which you could be better. And I know it's difficult. I know it's challenging. I don't like being corrected. I don't like having to apologize for my actions. I don't like I don't like it. I accept it though. I may not like it. I accept it though. And just because I accept it doesn't mean that I'm going to like it. It is what it is. That's simple. Acceptance means that this is what it is, but it doesn't have to be like that forever. It can actually change. I can actually change. I can be better. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for making me imperfect so I can experience the beauty of growth. But we're capable. We're capable. Society is not perfect, but it can get better. We can love better. We can do better. Again, I don't have all the answers of how that can be, but I think that we should really take a look at ourselves, how we're living in the society that we live in, and be a living example of better. I love y'all. This has been really, really cute. This has been really, really fun. Yo, this podcast is not perfect right now. Believe me, I know that. I acknowledge that. I embrace that. But because I do, it could get better. It could get better. It will get better because I'm not getting in the way of that. So I'm learning. I'm learning. If you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel, like it, share it. Somebody else might need to hear this, and you might be that vessel of light that shares this to them, because that's all I'm trying to do is just be a vessel of light and truth and love and share that. And if I gotta sacrifice myself in the process by just telling y'all that I fucked up and I make mistakes and I'm still making mistakes and there's still more mistakes to be made, but I'm gonna learn through them all, I'm gonna grow through them all, and I'm gonna live better through them all, then I'll do that. So like, share, subscribe. And if you don't like it, I don't care about that. That's not something that I care about. Like, talk to God about it. Tell Dad on me. That's on you. But I love y'all. This was fun. Peace.